Now, Imua Family Services is celebrating their 70th anniversary this year. Since 1947, they've been providing services to Maui County children with developmental delays and disabilities. We are learning more about that today. We welcome in Dean Wong, Executive Director of Imua Family Services, and Bobbie-Jo Moniz-Tadeo, who is the Program Director at the school. Hello, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Hi,
thank you for having us.
Dean, why don't we start with you?
Sure.
1947. Tell us how it all began.
Well, like most nonprofits, it starts with a group of volunteers, civic people who have a real concern for something that is going on in their community where there's a need that's unmet. This group of volunteers started off helping children with polio at the time, which was what was inflicting children at that time. And thank goodness that is well behind us now. But the organization kept going, and it kept on meeting the needs of children throughout the past 70 years, and whatever those needs were. There's so much that we've learned over 70 years about what impacts children, their development, their physical disabilities or diseases that they might be born into. And so for 70 years, Imua has been committed to growing with children, with their needs, and always being there to help and support families who don't know where to turn to when they're faced with that kind of crisis in their life.
Absolutely. What are some of the programs that you guys offer?
Sure. Well, we have kind of a large suite of programs now. We have our infant childhood development program that Bobbie-Jo here is the director for. We also follow that up with an early childhood development program for children 3 through age 6, an Imua autism services program that we'll talk about, an inclusion preschool program. Also, we have a Camp Imua program that's been running for 40 years and a dream program called Dream Imua.
So it sounds like as the needs have changed, your program has had to change.
Definitely. We try to be at the cutting edge and always at the forefront of what we can provide for children and for families. Our goal is to help all children reach their full potential in life.
Bobbie-Jo, how do you guys do that? How do you help these children?
Well, the first thing we want to do is empower the families or the caregivers with providing the strategies and techniques that we use to meet the needs of the child. One of the biggest areas of concerns is around communication and language development. So we like to go in the home, we like to involve the families, we like to involve the siblings, we like to provide them with the strategies, show them how to use peekaboo games or the wheels on the bus, singing songs, reading books, and show them what to do in order to help their child meet their needs or be able to provide them with learning opportunities.
You mentioned games like peekaboo. I mean, I've always believed playing is so people underestimate the power of play.
Absolutely. It was Einstein that said that play is the greatest form of research, and it's true. It's what we do naturally, and it's where we start off in life. And one of the things that we find ourselves doing a lot these days, especially around children with behavioral issues, is helping parents learn how to play again with their children, to get down on the floor, to go outside and to play with their children. And children learn from play. They absolutely need that.
And you're right. We forget how to play. It's so sad, but it's true, especially now with technology. You know.
Absolutely.
And you do service Maui County.
That's right.
children.
We have office and spaces on Molokai, as well as servicing children on the island of Lanai and all the areas of Maui, which, as you know, a neighbor island has a lot of rural areas to it. So we're covering a lot of ground with our services.
Okay. Now, this is your 70th anniversary. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Where do you see yourself in the next 30 years?
Well, I'd like to think that maybe in 30 years from now there would be less need for Imua Family Services, that children wouldn't be born with physical disabilities or developmental concerns, fetal alcohol syndrome, Down syndrome, autism, all of the things that are inflicting our children. But if that is not the case and those needs are still prevalent, then I hope Imua Family Services is 100% there to meet with every family, give them the support they need, and to help children so that all children can reach their full potential. That's our goal.
Yeah. And I remember you saying this too. It's, you know, I feel like it's kind of changed where now the goal is for people to realize their potential, you know, for these kids to realize what they're capable of.
Absolutely. I think in the past 70 years and for a long time back, people focused on a child's limitation, or they focused on their disability, or what they were not capable of doing, or their handicap. And today what we do is we focus on what the child can do, what they will be able to do, what their potential will be, not their limitations.
Amen. All right.
Excellent.
Well, thank you both very, very much. We're going to have all of your information on our website, but congratulations.
Thank you.
70 years. That's wonderful.